Okay, so welcome to my messy studio, guys. So I am doing a favor for a friend today, and this is not something I would typically video, except I've had many of you ask me whether or not I thought the Hobby Lobby sublimation blanks were good. And so I'm not doing all of them today, although I did pick up a bunch the other day, so we're gonna do those in another video. But today, my friend brought me all of these tumblers, and so we are going to test these out. I designed something for her, and so it is a 50th birthday party, and so it's going to be so much fun, little gift baskets. And so I thought, let's do a couple of these together, and then you can tell for yourself whether or not you think Hobby Lobby holds up to the test. And by the way, if you are new here, you are crafting with Kim Byers. Let's get going. These are Hobby Lobby brand, and I am doing these quickly for a friend of mine, and so this is not really a prepared video, but I wanted to show you guys how well these do. So it's just a little review, not sponsored, anything like that, but I wanted you to see that. And by the way, they have other sublimation blanks that we're going to do in other videos too. This is a pillow cover, how cute, right? Okay, so we are going to test out these tumblers. So we are going to make a couple of these on time lapse, and let's see how they do. So before you do anything, guys, remember, take off the plastic lid and take out the straw. There's a straw in there. So take those off, and then make sure you clean these with alcohol, get any dust and things off of them, and then any fingerprints, especially if you've been using lotion on your hands and that kind of thing. So once these are all cleaned, then we are going to put them on the stand and go ahead and put the design on, and then we will press. Okay, so this one I've already pressed when I thought about, doing this video for you guys. So this one we will unwrap in a moment and see how it did. So for now, we want to go ahead and put this on. I've already cleaned it, but again, this is just a little bit of alcohol, spray it on a cloth, and then make sure that you get everything off. So since I've been holding it, I'm just going to make sure everything is good. And then I designed these for her little gathering. So this is a name. We're going to put a name on one side of the container, and then we are going to put these little designs. This is Salt and Light. I know it's mirrored. By the way, if you are starting with sublimation and you want to know how to do all of this and get all the design and everything together, I'm going to link another video up above for you guys to start from beginning to end and create all the things. But for this, we have our design already done and flipped, and so I'm just going to go ahead and attach that with heat transfer tape to the tumbler, and we'll get going. And by the way, if you want this design on a t-shirt personalized for your trip, I will put a link to my shop down below, and you guys can pop over and check me out on Etsy. Okay, so there we go for that. And so the next thing that we want to do is we want to take her name, and we're going to personalize it on the flip side with her name. So to do this, I like to make sure that I'm getting this perfectly centered, and I know this is silly, but it's just a little hack. I turn it upside down and make sure that I can see the center of my design this way, and then I turn it back over. One more here. Now the nice thing about these Hobby Lobby on the back, and I love this, that it actually says here for best results, temperature 356 and 60 seconds. So not all of them tell you that, and that's so aggravating to me. So I love that this one actually tells you. The other thing is these are hand wash only, not microwave safe, obviously, because they're metal. But I will tell you that I have another brand that I have used in the dishwasher, and you know what? For the first 20 or so washes, it was fine, but now it's starting to streak. And so what I would say is heed their warning. Like if you do wash it, the first time or something, in the dishwasher, okay, but don't keep doing it because it will eventually probably make your design streak. Okay, so now that we have this all together, we're going to put on our gloves. And so this is how I make in bulk. So I just printed out my design multi like this, and then I used a paper trimmer and trimmed it out so that my lines were straight, but basically that's it. Okay, and these are 4" by 3 3/4" designs. Okay, So what I want to do is I have the two designs. I want the biggest design to go in first. Move this out of the way. And we are going to have to do this twice. Now here's the kicker, and don't do what I do, right? So we're gonna have to do this for 60 seconds. My PYD is not quite large enough for this particular one, so I'm holding it. I know, again, don't do what I'm doing, guys, please. Okay, so now we're just going to open that and we are going to rotate. So I've got my big design here on the top. We're gonna do it again. Okay guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If this wasn't for a friend, I would not have held that, you know what I mean, and not had it clicking, because I wouldn't want to breathe this stuff, but I have a ceiling fan going in here and I covered my mouth. So she wanted the size and I wanted her to be able to have it, and so it doesn't fit, but I made it work. Okay, so don't do what I do, guys, okay? So now that we have one, this one's going to continue to cool, and we have this one that we moved off a moment ago. So let's go ahead and unwrap it and have a see of what it looks like. It turned out so good. So if you are considering using Hobby Lobby brand and you weren't sure how well they would do, and I think the lighting in here is probably not even showing you how pretty that pink is, but if you were wondering if they would sublimate well, they sublimate amazingly, and the PYD always does such a good job. Like, I'd never have a problem with my PYD. And this is the birthday girl herself, Helen. So I hope she's going to love it. All right, there we go. How cute, right? So super cute. And on the other side, Salt and Light Perdido Key 2024. And this, of course, is a reference, a biblical reference, but they're going to the beach, and it's going to be so much fun to have this. And so here's one with the top on, or the little, now Hobby Lobby has a ton of different kinds, but this one in particular will be great for the sand because they won't be able to get any sand in it. And then Leah is my friend, and so how sweet, right? These are gonna be so great. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that, and again, show you that it is super simple and easy to do these. Hobby Lobby brand does super well. You can do multiple per sheet. Those were 4x4, and the names I think were 2.5, yes, 2.5 tall. And so that would work beautifully and perfectly on these little sublimation mugs, and they are only $7.99. Yay. Okay, and so if you want to learn more about sublimation, I'll put a couple more videos up here for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.